Hello, and welcome to the Welfare Warriors International Women's Day Celebration. For this particular segment, we are discussing stopping the steal, stopping the government from stealing our children. I have with us Jaime Nikolai, and she's going to go into detail with us about her particular fight against the state of Wisconsin and the fight to get her children back from the state. Jaime, can you tell us what happened?
My children were at daycare, and my child had asthma, and she was taken to Children's Hospital. And while she was receiving care, my son was also brought to the hospital, and they were removed from my placement that same day.
That sounds terrible. So you were with them at the hospital at that time?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And they decided at that point that they would just take your children away from you.
Yes, they did.
Okay, that is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. And what did they give any reason as to why they would do that?
Well, my daughter, she had pre-existing conditions that she was being treated for,
Mhm.
and it caused me to panic as a parent. And I started being emotional.
So your human reaction
Yes,
is what alerted them your baby is suffering. And how old was she at that time?
she was 8 months.
So your baby, so your
Yes, she
new
was
baby,
small.
she was small. Okay. And because of your reaction to what was going on, they figured they would try to take your kids from you.
Yes, they had suggested that I had unmanaged mental health.
Oh my God, that is terrible. And so tell me about your fight to get them back because right now you do have legal custody of them, but they are still placed with a different family. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What are you doing to fight back?
I am reaching out to the state. I did supply a notice of a lawsuit against the state um, for conspiracy against the rights of myself and their family members. Also, in this process, I completed the all the requirements and anything that was required of me as a parent by the court. Um, and yet they still are working in arbitrary law, and that notice has been sent out actually this month.
Okay. Okay. Is there any advice that you can give to any other mothers who may be going through this very same thing? Because from what I understand, you're not the only one. You're just one of many who have been um, I consider it an attack for them to steal your children away from you like that. That is just an attack on your person. So what would you advise for other moms who are suffering in this way?
I would say that you definitely have to show up. Showing up is 80%, 100% of everything. Definitely good communication with all parties, everyone that's involved, doing everything that they ask of you as a parent to say that there's nothing that they can use further against you.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely when they give the option to go to trial, definitely take that option up because it gives the time to clarify everything, to let all the facts come out and let things fall into place so that they can see the bigger picture. I would also say that it's okay to speak up and ask for change. One of the things that I was able to do as a parent was to ask questions. I believe that when you ask questions of why things happen or what do you want to do going forward, is to go back and find out why things happened. What was the starting point? And when I did that and asked the state for their idea of why they were working in this arbitrary law, and they fixed some loopholes that the CPS was working in. So that was a great step forward. It's not the end, but
So then your advice would be to first and foremost to um, follow whatever whatever they outline for you to do, demand your jury trial, right?
Yes.
And then ask a lot of questions and try to keep all of everything straight, because it will be a lot of, as it is, they have the state of Wisconsin behind them, and you're just a mom. Do you have access to like legal representation or anything like that when going into court? Is that something that you would have to pay for, or is that something that the state supplies for you?
The state does provide public defenders,
Mm-hmm.
but they do not like to say that the the state actually pays them. So you have to be kind of careful on the suggestions. They might not be in the best interest of the family. Just be aware. And then you always have an option to be pro se, which means you can be your own lawyer at any time.
Okay.
You're able to.
So then they give you what I like to call a public pretender, or you might have to be pro se and build your case and represent yourself.
Yes.
Okay, and that's an option. Okay. Um, Aside from that, is there any other advice you would like to give to moms out there?
Just stay strong. It's okay to see a problem and find a solution. It's okay to try new things. Um, Definitely reach out for help to your family members. Get a good support system. Get everyone on board, at the same page. Reach out to your resources. Use that is for your advantage, to cushion. It's not an easy time when you go through situations like this.
Okay. Well, I thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate you, coming forward, sharing your story, and I look forward to seeing more of you. And I really pray that you get your babies back.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you,
Thank you
Alicia.
so much. All
Bye
right.
bye.
Thank you.